This is the last week for the 2023 winter sale at wraithrain.com, and most people are here from either Everdark or Dragon's Reign podcast and may not know Wraith Rain's humble origins. First of all, when I started, it was 2010. This is before most indie authors were even allowed to publish on Amazon. Patreon didn't even exist. You couldn't get original gay romance books very easily because it was incredibly niche. It still is, but it was incredibly niche. And it was mostly fan fiction or yaoi manga from Japan. So I started in fan fiction, but I wanted to write my own original stories and make writing my full-time profession. That meant I had to publish online by myself because seriously, nobody else was going to publish my weird stuff. But because of this, I had more freedom than traditional writers. I could publish my own original stories the same way people put out fan fiction, one chapter at a time, with the ability for the readers to leave feedback after every chapter, and I would have a much closer connection to my readers than an author who just writes a book and even puts it up on Amazon to this day. This is really not how writers usually do things, especially back then. Most authors would rather die than show people their unedited drafts, but that's not me. I have boldness in spares, evidently. I realize now that I was a very early web novel writer, a format that has only now blown up in popularity, especially in fantasy. But 12 years ago, going on 13, Wraith Rain was an insane dream, and I actually had no reason to think that it would work out other than just really wanting it to and really wanting to do it. But it did work out, and now we're here with a full cast recording of a gay vampire serial. This is something that was truly unthinkable for me even 5 years ago. But after so many people became members, after finding my DIY podcast of Dragon's Reign on Spotify and YouTube, so much more has become possible. Every small creator says this, but it's really all thanks to you guys, my readers, listeners, and subscribers. Because when you run your own business, you answer directly to people who buy from you, and it's always humbling. I know that the only reason Wraith Rain exists is because enough people value what I do, what the team does, enough to pay their hard-earned money for it. We really want to thank you about being a part of Wraith Rain, about listening to the podcast, about buying a book or signing up for a membership. If you do want to support us, the winter sale is not only a great deal for you, but a big deal for us. You get an entire year worth of updates to the podcast, which will be 52 episodes of the podcast if you sign up for a year right now, in addition to 40 some episodes we really just have now. So this also includes the sequel to Everdark, manga like The Werewolf Next Door, and whatever happens to run after that. And you can read everything on the site archived in my completed stories library. As for us, $50 still matters a lot, even after 12 years. And we know it matters to you too. So if you decide that you can purchase a winter sale membership, we are absolutely thrilled and can't say thank you enough. So talk to you soon, hopefully in the chapter comments section of wraithrain.com. Links in the description down below.